Hello and welcome to my third video in my private practice finance series. In today's video, I'm going to try and explain the UK's Making Tax Digital scheme. Just for reference, I am not an accountant, I am just a small business owner like you. So I'm going to try and explain what my understanding of Making Tax Digital is. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim and I help therapists in private practice get online, get confident with admin and reduce tech overwhelm. And I want to let you know about my bookkeeping spreadsheet, which is really going to help you prepare for Making Tax Digital. If you are not currently doing your bookkeeping at all, this is a great first step to get you into the habit of recording all of your revenue and expenses before you are going to be forced to do it. If you get my bookkeeping template in March or April, you will also be invited to a free workshop with me so that you can get yourself set up and process your first month's revenue expenses so that you can be fully prepared for the 23-24 tax year. I'd love you to join me, so I'll leave a link in the description so you can purchase it. Okay, so let's get into the video. So let's first talk about why are they doing it. The reasons they give on the government website is because they want to bring tax up to date. They want to reduce tax errors. They want to reduce the amount of underpaying or overpayment of tax, which really affects small business owners. They want to reduce the fines that small business owners are having to pay by filing their tax return late. And they also are assuming that lots of people are going to outsource this to experts, which will help reduce all of those things I've just mentioned. So who is it going to affect? Currently, it affects anybody that has a VAT status, so anybody that is earning over 85k a year is affected by this already, and that came into effect in 2022. So anybody who is earning over 85k must be conforming to this Making Tax Digital scheme. But it is going to affect the rest of us that are earning under 85k pretty soon. Whether you are a limited company or a sole trader, it doesn't matter. The rules are the same. It's based on turnover, not business status. So how does it work? The government wants to make sure that we are keeping digital records of all of our revenue and expenses rather than just having paper copies here, there and everywhere and not having a record of what we are earning. They want us to use certified software that works with the Making Tax Digital scheme, and we are going to be submitting returns every quarter rather than once a year, bringing the tax system closer to real time rather than retrospectively. So what are the benefits of Making Tax Digital? HMRC believes that this is going to result in far less errors. They believe it's going to help businesses keep on top of their finances throughout the year, and I tend to agree with this. A lot of therapists that I work with in private practice don't look at their bookkeeping on a monthly basis and they leave it all to the end of the year, and this doesn't lead to somebody who has a grip on their finances, knows how much they're earning, knows how much they're spending on a monthly basis. And if you go back to my first video in this series, I give lots of bookkeeping tips, and that's a great place to start if you are currently not looking at your bookkeeping at all. The other benefit is that digital records will be sent automatically to HMRC, so you won't actually have to do any filing other than the actual inputting of the data originally. So it will sync up with your bank account and it will record the information that's coming in and out, and then when it's time to do a tax return, it will automatically do that for you and you won't have to touch it, which will be a great time saver. So when is this going to start? So I'll put a timeline on the screen. It has changed a few times, so this may change again, but as of right now, this is the time frame for businesses. So from the 6th of April 2026, if you are turning over more than £50,000, you will need to switch to Making Tax Digital. And from the 6th of April 2027, if you are turning over more than £30,000, you will need to make the switch. Now, this probably seems like a long way off. You're hopefully in the first category and turning over more than £50,000 a year. However, 3 years is going to come very, very quickly. And if you haven't started doing your bookkeeping at all, it's going to be a really big jump for you to go from doing nothing to doing it this way. And that's why I recommend getting started now with some kind of system for your bookkeeping. Of course, you can go straight for doing it on a system so you're already used to it, or you could start with a simple spreadsheet like I have created so that you can just get started recording the information for your practice. So what systems are currently compatible? So at the moment, there are just a few systems that you can use, but the main ones that you've probably heard of are compatible already, such as Quickbooks, Sage, and Xero. Other systems are going through the process currently, so by the time it comes for you actually needing this, you'll probably have a much bigger pool to choose from. So why am I telling you this now, 3 years ahead of time? Well, it's because I believe that all small business owners should be redoing their bookkeeping on a monthly basis so that you can fully understand the financial health of your practice. Like I said before, if you watch the first video in this series, which I will link, it gives you lots of bookkeeping tips to get started, and this will really help you prepare for making tax digital. The first thing I would suggest, if you don't have it now, you should literally stop this video and go and do it, is get yourself a business bank account so you have one account for all of the revenue that comes into your business and all of your expenses going out. This is literally a must for making tax digital, so I would go and get that right now. Also, make sure that all of the revenue coming in for your practice is going into that one account, and every expense related to your private practice is coming out of that account. You want to make sure that everything for your private practice is in that one account so that this will work for you going forward. Okay, so that was a really quick video all about the Making Tax Digital UK scheme. I hope that I have broken that down for you a little bit. If you've not heard of it before, then hopefully you can do your own research. I'll leave some links to some great blogs and also the government website, which is going to explain everything for you. If you'd like to get a head start, then go ahead and click the link in the description below for my bookkeeping spreadsheet, which is really going to help get you started on this journey. I will definitely do an update video as the time gets closer and we know more information about it. But for now, thanks so much for watching.